Wrestling fans, now you too can look as cool as Monty and the Pharaoh by wearing the official Monty and the Pharaoh sunglasses at night for $8.99 each. That's only $8.99 each. Now available at montyandthepharaoh.com.
Sir?
Ah.
Manscaped?
Uh-huh.
Have you tried the new equipment that's been sent?
I'm afraid because it says weed whacker. I'm scared.
Maven, Manscaped, what are you thinking about
Love
Manscaped,
it.
dude?
Love it.
What do you use it for?
Necessity. What don't I use it for? Put it this way. The only hair I have on my entire body is these eyebrows.
Yeah.
That you see. These caterpillars racing to the middle of my nose. That's it.
That is it.
That's all I have. And that's all I want.
That's the
So Manscaped is a
You-
must.
We were talking before the show. There's nothing worse than just hair.
Yeah.
Right? Hair on a woman, hair on a man. It's just bad.
Absolutely. And it's the one thing that the older I get, it starts growing more in unwanted areas.
Absolutely.
I hate it.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Uh-oh.
Just going to go out there.
Oh, boy.
Go for it.
You're doing a deed.
Yes.
Again, I don't want you to have to admit this because we, as men, we try not to admit this. But if you're going to
Oh,
go
I
do
know
the deed
where-
on a woman,
I know where
would you
he's
rather
going.
have her be hairless or a little hair, racing stripe, or
Racing stripe.
full retro bush?
Racing
Well,
stripe.
Retro Bush is out.
Yes, thank you.
Retro Bush is out.
Yeah.
I don't mind a small, well manicured landing strip. Every now and then, if it's completely, and I'm talking like baby's ass bald, then I start. Where is that pedophilia line? I don't want to
Wow.
wander into that.
That's
thought
very
of it like
interesting.
that.
I never thought about that. You're a
Wow.
smart dude. Holy shit.
So if the landing strip is clean enough for the plane to go in smoothly, you're cool with that?
If the landing strip has, like I said, well manicured,
Yeah,
you can see both sides. It's not
Like blinking lights on both sides of that
I
landing?
just don't. I don't want. I don't want the shrubbery going off into unwanted areas on that as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Oh, look
but-
what you found. Ooh.
I got to be all honest though. Hey, the older I get though, I don't think I can be as
I found it! I found
have
it!
you ever gone down there and she slowly brings down the underwear? Then
What is
retro? Just,
Absolutely.
You're like, whoa!
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
like
46.
it pops
of course.
out?
Do you like walk out or what do you do?
No, I muster through. I muster up the courage to get
He's a
through.
trooper. He's a trooper. Got to give him an A.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Yeah,
There you go.
I hear you.
There you
Listen,
go.
I couldn't
Super
say.
Bush.
I couldn't say. Well, if you have the same beliefs as Maven, does Manscaped could help you?
Absolutely.
The weed whacker.
Absolutely.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that I may have to, go in a room, close the door, and hang out with the weed whacker for a little while.
Yeah, I think you're a retro guy, aren't you?
I like 70s adult films, if that's what you're getting at.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
But
only
with that,
Ron
we're going to take a
Jeremy,
quick
Batman.
commercial break, and we'll be
Anyway.
back with this wrestling icon, Maven.
We will see you in a drop kick second.
Drop kick. Hey, guys.
Yeah.
So when you're big and high on our list, like she is,
Yeah.
you know she made a difference in this industry.
For sure.
You mentioned Elizabeth Hewitt. You were talking about the judge who mentioned you and the same. We wanted to recognize her birthday, but I don't know. Did you ever run into her at all? Because you guys are almost synonymous, right?
Right.
You guys are at the top valets, I
Right.
think, in this
I
industry.
came out about 8 months, maybe 10 months before she did, before she made an appearance. So I can, because I was before, I think Sunshine was the only one that was before me, and then I came along, and then Elizabeth, and then Missy, and then Elizabeth. So I set the stage. I set the bar up. I set it high.
Being that you were in the you were in WCCW and then you were in the NWA, did you ever wish you would come up here and really grab the brass ring and make some real solid money in this industry?
I made some really solid money when I was with Crockett. I mean, it wasn't like super fantastic like what they were paying WWE, but I mean, I was making really good money because I always worked with like the top guys. I had actually trained with Nelson Royal in his one of his barns. He had a wrestling ring set up, and Rockin' Robin, who's my sister-in-law, and I trained with him over the summer. I had a tryout with Leilani Kai. I didn't know it was a tryout. I thought, because we were just friends, they were like, hey, you've been training with Nelson Royal. Why don't you just get in the ring with Leilani and see how you do? Just take some bumps. Well, I had no idea that was my WWE tryout, so I'm in there just kind of goofing. And, you know, it's different when you know you have a tryout and when
Sure.
you're just going in there and taking bumps. So I had no idea. But then Robin tried out right after that, and she knew it was a tryout, so she got it, which is perfectly okay with me. I mean, she had such awesome matches with Sherry. They worked so well together, and she got to travel and went to Paris and the whole thing. So it all worked out. I mean, if I'd gone up there, they probably would have tried to do something cartoonish with me because I'm a big girl. I'm almost 6 foot tall and like big and athletic. And I like the reputation. I like the career that I had. I like that I worked with the absolute best of the best. There was no, I don't think that you can look at this and go, oh, she missed this spot or this wasn't appropriate for her to do. Everything that I did, it made sense. It told a story. I have no regrets at all. None.
Did you get any resentment from some of the guys because you were making more cash than a lot of the guys? I mean, I remember weren't you married to Sam at the time, Sam Houston?
Yes.
And Sam was down at the bottom of the card and you were at the top of the card. Was there any friction there, you know?
There's probably more friction with Sam because he didn't, because I was making, you know, really good money. But I don't know of anybody that was like, it's not appropriate for her to be here. I can't believe that she's making the money that she did, because what I was doing was actually drawing crowds, and I had a lot of heat. I mean, I'll look back at some of those crowds. When Dusty slapped me that first time, I know that Dusty was worried that it would turn him. He had to have to be careful with this because I'm going to hit you. And he says, it may turn me heel. He said, we're going to have to see what happens. And when you look at that crowd, whenever he hits me, the women stand up and are like, hit her again, hit her again. And the cigarettes are hanging out of their mouth and they've got the drinks, and it's just like, oh my gosh. I can't believe that those people hated me so bad and they didn't know who I was by any means. And Baby Doll's complete 180 of who I am. So it was scary, but then it was fun to make people that mad. So